And the Cybernetics Club actually somewhat owe me.
Nice. With such thoughts, I approached the club's building and heard screams coming from it. I tried to listen closely, but couldn't figure out anything. Give it back! No, I
How
won't!
did she beat us here?
Liana was
Wasn't
running
she
around.
just naked in the forest?
Well, we ran for a lot longer. Also, her blush face, it's going off of her body.
Looks like she has like construction paper taped to her face. Why is it like that?
It's like makeup.
Maybe it's censored.
Also, his one lens is out. Feels bad.
Probably punched her.
Of course, he's the type of guy to eat one of these donuts. Just a plain
I
donut.
thought that was wire.
That's
It
wire?
is wire. It says a coil of wire.
Oh, I wished it was a donut.
It's one giant ass donut.
She's a tiny person.
Yeah.
Really is Timo, you know, that's like a human-sized donut.
Ilyana was running around the room with a coil of wire in her hands, chased by Sharik.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but...
Give it back! They didn't even give me a bit of attention. No, I won't. Sharik, completely caught up in the chase, slipped past me, almost knocking me down.
Hey!
Ilyana was running in circles around the room, laughing cheerfully.
I wonder what she needs this wire for.
Meanwhile, the head of the Cybernetics Club was looking fine even after yesterday's madness. One could even say he was looking fresh. But this probably won't help him catch Ilyana. She was smaller, more agile, and faster after all. She could easily drive him to exhaustion.
Hey! Bye.
She just moonwalked behind us. Ilyana ran up to me and hid behind my back. Sharik, in his turn, left the club, slamming the door on his way out. What?
He was offended, it seems. Hey, what's wrong with you?
You won't catch me! She looked at Ezreal, who was silently observing all this silly running, and stuck her tongue out at him.
Simeon, take the wire away from her.
Why do you need it in the first place? You don't have enough wire or something?
Why are we defending her?
He was trying to catch Ilyana, who was hiding behind me. He moved to the right, while she moved to the left. He moved to the left, while she moved to the right. In the end, I got tired of this and grabbed the wire from Ilyana with one dexterous move. Give it to me! Give it back! She shouted resentfully.
No, I won't. Stop horsing around.
I held the wire above my head so Ilyana with her height couldn't possibly get it.
Ah, sure, people.
Thank you.
She's gonna kick us in the nuts. Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She snorted and turned away from me.
Why do you need it in the first place?
That's none of your business. Ilyana looked at me sly. Do you want me to tell everybody that you... I shut her mouth with my hand and dragged her to the exit. I then proceeded to murder her behind. Oh, wait,
Okay, we need to go.
I told Ezreal while giggling stupidly.
And what did you come for?
Once outside...
Okay, never mind.
Wow, we
I thought we were gonna, talk to him.
We just had our whole hand around her face, just grabbing and just carrying her out there, because we had one hand.
Our big, meaty Shrek hands.
Yeah, apparently she's that small. Once outside, I let the kicking Ilyana free.
Hear me out. You realize that it was an accident. Even more so, it was caused by you.
I know nothing. Facts are facts. You were watching us. Aww. What would Olga Dmitrievna think? On the one hand, I didn't want to care in the slightest what the camp leader would say. But on the other, everything was against me, and in my position it would be better not to get myself into such a situation.
Fine, maybe we can make a deal somehow.
She started to think, and for some reason when she thinks, she gets flustered. I know. I anticipated the worst. You bring me that wire.
But what do you need it for?
I need it for my needs.
Okay, let's assume that I get it. You won't tell anybody?
I gave you the word of a pioneer.
I could hardly believe her. But on the other hand, it was just a coil of wire, so why shouldn't I try?
She's also making a bomb.
Yeah, honestly.
Activated carbon.
I don't really
I can
I don't really care if she
Well,
calls
Lena
me.
might be like, oh, you're looking at other ladies' tatas or whatever.
Yeah, then we have to do it with Lena as well. Phrasing.
Hmm.
I might as well accept.
I'm not thinking so.
I was thinking so.
You thinking so?
I was thinking, yo,
I don't want to get rid of the stupid wire. Screw this little peon.
You know,
Zach.
I don't want rumors spreading if we're trying to bang Lena.
Yeah, I really just want to stick with Lena. I don't want to help Oriana in the slightest, but I guess we should just accept.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
Deal.
But you must know that.
Yeah, of course.
She interrupted me.
Wait here.
Saying that, I went back into the club's quarters. Ezra was building something with rapt attention.
Now I'm done with everything. So I thought you could get me something as you promised.
My voice sounded a bit sycophantic. Okay, which was enough to drive me mad. What is sycophantic?
Looking it up.
Sicko.
Think it
Synco.
means
Behaving or
robotic.
done in an obsequious way in order to gain advantage.
Oh,
What's
okay.
obsequious? Obedient or attentive. To an excessive degree.
What's excessive?
Of course I'm not insisting, but
1 minute.
He tore himself away from his work and got a pair of buns from the drawer and a classic triangular pack of kefir.
Be my guest.
thank you.
While I was busy eating, Ezreal didn't turn away from his device for a second. He was rolling up the wire which I had taken away from Liliana onto the coil.
And it was wire she wanted. So what's this?
An inductor.
And ductor?
Are we an idiot? At the time we can tell the difference between freaking buses and amplifiers, but then we just
What is a duck doing here? Join our club and you'll know everything.
He looked at me and smiled slyly.
I'll think about it.
Of course, I wasn't going to join anything, but taking into account that he had fed me, I had to be polite.
By the way, as I said, I am something else.
Well, yeah.
Wait a second.
He went to the adjacent room and came back after a minute with some kind of package.
Tan-ta-da.
I've never heard tan. Is it just
Yeah.
ta-da?
Ta-da.
Tan ta okay. And give it to me. There was a big bottle of stolichnaya vodka in it.
Huh. I get it, but it's still morning. Or does Ezreal share the motto of get drunk in the morning, take the entire day off?
What are you talking about? I'm not suggesting we drink it. We have to clean the optic.
Cleaning the optics, yeah, right. Internally. Okay.
I gave him the package back.
By the way, can you spare me this coil?
What do you need it for?
Probably I had to think about some reason beforehand.
I just need it.
But we can't do without it as well.
Do you? Well, never mind then. I can't just force him to give it to me, right? I'll go then.
Come back anytime.
Of course. The moment I want to have a drink.
Walking out,
we
I
didn't get the
questioned.
wire anyway.
We didn't need it. Walking out, I questioned myself why he wanted to show me the vodka in the first place. Lena ran up to me instantly.
And so, have you got it?
No.
That's your own fault. Then!
I can't get the words out.
Do you need this wire at all?
But you get credit for trying.
What?
I was surprised.
Eliza would tell everything anyway.
Lena laughed.
She is really angry with you.
I bet.
I muttered quietly.
Okay, see ya.
She waved at me and ran away.
Here I am in a stupid situation once again. No big deal. It's not the first time.
Suddenly my hunger returned again. For sure, a meal of some buns and kefir was awesome, but it's not enough to fill me up. Luckily for me, I heard the bell sound calling pioneers for lunch.
The day has just started and I've gone through so many things already. But I did it, and now I have legitimate grounds to fill myself up.
Today I wasn't the last one, so I could choose a free table. Lunch included pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. Jeez. It was a major disappointment to me, as I don't eat fish in any form, and hence will get fewer calories than usual. Soon Sylvia and Lena came to my table.
Can we?
She smiled nicely.
Eh?
Nani?
Eh? Yeah, sure.
I stood up and pulled out a chair for her.
Please.
Ohio.
I was in an excellent mood at the moment.
Enjoy your meal.
Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued for some time, but then, after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate.
You too.
Do you have any plans for today, Sonia?
What the heck is happening?
Why do we have to pick this lady? She's so off.
She's actually insane.
Nope.
I gave her an honest answer, as indeed I had no plans, except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal.
Do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us?
Boy, do I.
The island? Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what?
Olga Dmitrievna asked us to gather some poison.
Why did she have to go into her little pose like that?
Why is it flippin' strawberry?
She's a slut.
There's lots of poison out there, and it's so delicious. Arsenic and crap.
Strawberries.
I'm not
Sure.
I could imagine the taste without even eating it, just by looking at Sylvia's face.
Strawberries.
Made it sound like the taste of Slavia's face.
Strawberries. And what are those for?
I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea.
Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure.
Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier. I'm glad we didn't even have a choice.
Well, here's the boat. Hang on, I'll go and fetch the paddles now.
I was left face to face with Lena.
Do you like strawberries?
Well, not
She's
really,
bae. She is bae. She's bae. Oh, for the love of...
but they're tasty.
Lena smiled.
I see.
I didn't know what to say next, how to continue the conversation. If Sylvia didn't come back, we could probably sit here till the evening without saying a word.
Here you go.
She handed me a pair of hefty paddles.
Yeah, thanks.
We got into the boat, I untied it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling.
This art is kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
And where
what's with
exactly?
Lena's knees and comparing to Slavia's? It's like,
What do you mean? This is
I
in
mean, like-
this is in more of a front view, this is more of a side view.
yeah, but it just looks weird to me.
And where exactly are we headed to?
Right there.
She pointed her finger at the island.
That island is named the closest one.
I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore.
Do you think different? I mean, this is dumb, but like different people made different art, right? But
Probably.
I would say so.
who gave this
Like,
guy?
there's probably like a character artist and then like a background artist.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
the background artist is nuts. Like, I mean, this is a bad thing.
I mean,
but the
I'm thinking
mines-
more, yeah, top-notch stuff.
Oh, those were good.
Very detailed. Aye, aye, Captain. If only I'd known what was waiting for me ahead.
What? Wait, what?
Strawberries.
I wasn't an experienced oarsman. I'd rowed a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. By approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest.
Well, I look weak in front of the ladies. Aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places?
But the tastiest ones grow there.
Slavia gave me a puzzled look.
Is it hard for you to row alone?
Lena, unlike Slavia, understood everything straight away.
Oh. It's
I'm a
nothing.
dumb blonde.
It's nothing, babe.
I'm oblivious.
Anyway, I couldn't let a fragile girl help me. The rest of the way I spent concentrating on staying alive while getting to the island.
He's going to die of exhaustion.
Slavia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. That was too much
Survive.
for me.
Survives maniac trying to hit him with a freaking pipe. Dies rowing a boat to an island.
At last we arrived. Completely exhausted, I got out on the shore and looked at the boathouse. What?
It seems so close.
What do you mean?
The boathouse.
Wait, is
Like
that the
that-
boathouse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there you see the cabins in the background.
Well, isn't that like a different boathouse?
No.
So
it's
look in
the
the
exact
background,
same
there's all the cabins and stuff.
Wait, we really
Yeah.
went like 20 feet then? Come on, how weak are we? It seemed so far away that I felt like a person on the moon watching the Earth rise. Yeah, me too.
Here you go.
Slavia handed me a basket. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long, and it looked more like a birch grove with even rows of trees covering its entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet, with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise.
It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow just here.
We've got to split up. That way we'll do the job faster.
Yeah, sure.
But there are only 2 baskets.
Said Lena humbly.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
So how are we gonna split up then?
We're going with Lena, hello? Is that even...
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
ask you,
that's
idiots.
That's not even
No,
a
just
choice.
go throw everything out the window, girls.
Let me go with you. Let me go with you, Lena.
Shut up, I was lagging.
I'll go with you, Lena.
Me, Samuel.
Someone shut this guy up.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't want to be picked anyway.
Slavia grabbed the second basket and ventured to the opposite side of the island.
Well,
Well,
let's go.
yeah.
Lena smiled.
Just pay attention. Don't leave a single berry behind.
You too.
We're probably gonna just give an entire well or something. Just completely be distracted.
So, it was harvest time. Indeed, the strawberries here were delicious. I could probably eat them all
Eating
if
them?
I didn't stop myself in time. I mean, yeah.
Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain.
Lena followed me closely as we had only one basket for the both of us. I felt like a real mushroom picker, examining each shrub and carefully pawing the grass.
Well, you're much better than me.
Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them.
Yeah, right you are.
The basket was already half full.
You must enjoy nature, right?
I do.
Oh, flashbang. The bright sun rays pierced the treetops and blinded me for a second. I sat
The
down on the
FBI found
ground.
out about this game.
They found out
That
about
was
the
a flashback.
strawberries. I sat down on the ground and leaned against a tree.
Still, it's so beautiful here.
Lena sat down next to me and got way too close for comfort. So close that our elbows touched.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, elbows touching.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's like second base, baby. We just sat and enjoyed the moment. It seemed like time stood still. The wind gently shook the trees. Some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played on the faraway water surface. Lena put her head on my shoulder. Ooh.
Where?
Woo.
Oh, I thought that was our hand in between her legs. I'm like, what are we doing?
Hey, that,
Like,
that hand's a little low, buddy.
Whoa.
And that maybe that is our hand.
Watch yourself.
She just put her hand all the way back there.
Possible.
I can Photoshop that later.
Please don't.
Oh,
I was surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's just a matter of course. Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap. I just sat there and didn't think of anything for a few minutes. But then words started crossing my mind with ultrasonic speed.
Lena. So close. Sleeping. So warm. So gentle. Feelings.
Feelings.
I am feeling feelings.
Beep boop, me never felt feelings. I gazed at her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face that it seemed that right now she's not here, but in some kind of better world. I don't know what would happen the next moment if I didn't hear the voice of Slovia.
Damyan, Lena.
I shook my head from side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look.
Have a nice dream.
Huh?
Suddenly realizing that she had dozed off, leaning on my shoulder, Lena blushed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Slovia came over to us, so Lena rushed to get up.
So how much have you got?
I sighed.
That's not a lot.
Her basket was filled with strawberries to the brim.
Well, it's enough anyway. It's time to get back.
I grabbed the basket and we headed back to the boat. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt after only a few sweeps of the oars. Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Slovia and Lena leaned over me.
You could have said something if it was so hard for you.
Yes.
Never mind, it's fine.
As I collapsed on the ground.
I almost passed out. I'll just lie here for a bit and everything will be alright. I'm pretty sure he did take a hit of the vodka.
Yeah, he took one little puff.
Okay then, get those baskets to Olga Dmitrievna, please. We have something else to do.
Yeah, sure.
I was ready to agree with anything at that moment, just so I wouldn't have to get up. Slovia put the baskets full of strawberries next to me. Why do we have to do it? And headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something.
The hardest part is done anyway.
That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So the trip to the camp leader's cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 metres to have a rest. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground and sat on the deck chair with difficulty.
Olga Dmitrievna. Olga Dmitrievna, I've got presents for you.
There was no answer. I barely managed to get up and enter the cabin. There was nobody there.
If you don't need them, it's up to you.
I lay down in the deck chair and fell asleep. I had a weird dream about a strawberry race.
Okay.
The murderous
Very relevant.
strawberries.
They're cannibals.
I still don't have
I told you
eyes.
it was toxic.
I was rowing a boat with my last ounces of strength, trying to escape huge berries that were chasing me. My hands were failing me, and I could barely see anything because of the sweat covering my face. Blood was harrowing in my temples, but the strawberries were getting closer. They were
This
baring
is what
their
it's like
teeth
being
at me.
allergic to strawberries, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
But wait,
There's more.
strawberries with teeth?
I've seen it. Damien, Damien.
I woke up. Olga Dmitrievna was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder.
I see you got a rich harvest, didn't you?
We're not gonna...
We had
Let's take all the credit.
No, shut up.
we thank them. Okay, but that's not all.
Seriously? I was just anticipating the lovely rest I was about to have.
I was about to get in with the strawberry. Do you ever know what these strawberries are for? Even know?
Not a clue.
What an honest confession. Thanks.
We'll make a cake out of them.
I see. Well, that makes sense.
To honor the miraculous rescue of Shuri. And it's all thanks to you.
It was
Hope you
clear.
like strawberries.
It was clear that getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left to do.
And why, please tell me, if I'm such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name all by myself? Well, I guess.
So, I have an important task for you. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. And need it all in the canteen before dinner.
And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow?
I asked pitifully.
Of course they can.
They're all useless.
It is a little bit of bullshit that we
All
have
of
to
them are
get this stuff ourselves.
At least the game acknowledges that. And you are the only one in the whole camp who does nothing.
How about flip off, lady? huh?
Flip off.
Flip off.
I'm about to fight you. Well, her words were partly true. That doesn't make it any easier for me now. Moreover, those words fell like a bucket to my head.
So, write it down. You'll get yeast from the infirmary. What? Flour in the library and sugar. Why are the ingredients?
Makes sense.
Why is there flour in the library?
Wait a...
I have no time. I'm in a hurry.
Sugoi.
Good luck.
This bitch just put them in the clubhouse and the library. just to troll us.
She smiled slyly and laughed.
Of course there are a lot of strange things in this camp, but... Yeast in the infirmary? Okay, I can deal with that, but... Flour in the library?
That's what I'm saying.
And sugar... No, it's way beyond my comprehension.
I spat on the floor.
Dewey, I don't want to, and I will not believe this. Just tell me you're pulling my leg.
I would not be surprised if a crowd of fat green trolls would appear here right now beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me.
So maybe to hell with this cake?
I weighed my options for some time.
No, if such a major plan of Olga Dmitrievna's fell through, I'd be in for a world of hurt.
We just accidentally kicked the bucket of strawberries.
And it would complicate both my life in the camp and my search for answers, which I've stopped for quite a while. It seems I have no choice.
Yay, cake farming!
With